Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Peace be upon all of you, my dear students, colleagues. Uh, Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure and privilege at the core curriculum program uh, to open the doors of the future through our distinguished guests, uh, through our successful story today. It's our pleasure today to be with a new series of creative, successful stories that help us to innovate. Uh, I am really sure that every minute that you will spend with us today will be a new inspiration to our world of innovation. Today we'll be having Mr. Muhammad Al-Qassabi, our inspiring leader and the director of the Artificial Intelligence Department, to share his successful story, uh, to show his passion, to show his creativity. Uh, Dear male and female students, we are in an age of innovation, of possibilities, an age of unlimited learning, where there are bridges through technology to make. Let's make this session today inspiring of your enthusiasm, to have this session as an inspiration for all of you. I look forward to your participation in this session, and I look forward to having this day as a motivational and inspirational one for everybody. At last, I'd like to welcome you all to our virtual space, where we are united in knowledge and making the future together in a different way, in our own way, in a way that you know as a new generation of technology. We all hope that this session will be fruitful and inspiring. I wish you all the best, Director of the Core Curriculum Program, Dr. Sabah Qadi. And now I'll leave the floor to Mrs. Mariam Al-Marri to introduce our guest speaker. Hello, everybody. Peace be upon you and all our distinguished guests. Dear professors, colleagues, and all attendees, I'd like to welcome you all in our session today. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Mariam Al-Marri, one of the students of Core Curriculum Program, and it would be my pleasure to introduce this event today. And it's my pleasure today to give you a brief synopsis about our distinguished guest, who is Mr. Muhammad Al-Qassabi, an innovator entrepreneur who graduated from information systems from Carnegie Mellon in Qatar. He is working today as a data security scientist in Qatar, and he is also the director of the robots and artificial intelligence in the Scientific Qatari Club, as he is an entrepreneur. He worked in producing lots of medical products during COVID-19. He also participated in Cycle 13 of Stars of Science program as one of the 8 best inventors in the Arab world, and where he represented Qatar in this cycle. He worked in different labs, especially science, Stars of Science, for 3 months to invent his OPAS, where he discovered the offsite cases accurately. He is also been awarded the title of the 3rd best Arab inventor for 2021. Mr. Muhammad Al-Qassabi, he is an inventor and he is the ambassador of education above all, and he has done lots of innovations, and he has received lots of awards, some of which are the 3rd Arab inventors in science of Stars of Science Cycle 13. He is the 5th best inventor in the world in the CIF 2021. He has been awarded the 2nd in Hackathon International 2021, and he has obtained the platinum medal in the individual competition for inventions in 2021. He is um, the first one in the startup competition, Al Fikra competition startup programs funded by Qatar National Development Bank in 2022, and he has obtained the gold medal in the International Exhibition for Inventions in the Middle East held in Kuwait 2019. Mr. Al-Qassabi has lots of activities and contributions in different institutions and entities, such as in Doha, the Islamic Youth Capital in 2019, and he is also uh, um, in the Youth International Forum 2019 and Nama Center for Entrepreneurship in Turkey. I'll not talk much about his CV. I'll leave it, the floor is over to you, Mr. Mohammed Al-Qassabi, to talk about your journey. Thank you very much, everybody, for inviting me to this symposium. I'd like to share my screen with everybody to show you my presentation. I think the presentation is clear for everybody. Okay, my name is Mohammed Al-Qassabi. I am a member of OPAS organization. I'd like to ask everybody, and I'd like everybody to respond through the chat. What is the specific specialization of inventors of different disciplines? Can you please write this into the chat? Is there a specific specialization for inventors of different disciplines? So we've got different responses in the chat. Some say engineering, some say lots of some say IT, some says programming and engineering, some say cybersecurity. Some say all disciplines. There are diverse responses to this question. There is no specific specialization, and some of them say engineering. Throughout this presentation, we will know more about the artificial intelligence specialization, and we'll see the specialization of all inventors. At the beginning, I'd like to introduce myself more. I am a football player. When I was started when I was 10 years old. I played in Al Arabi Football Club for about 10 years. I graduated last year from Carnegie Mellon University, Information Systems in Qatar. It's a combination of entrepreneurship and information system specialization. Now I work in, I am the director of robots and artificial intelligence in the Qatari Scientific Club, and I'm also an entrepreneur. When I was in the high school, when I was in high school, my only goal, my only aim in life was to become a famous footballer. I didn't have. I just want to finish my university studies and become a footballer. When I was playing a famous match against Al Rayyan, so there was a match between Al Arabi club and Al Rayyan club. It was really difficult match, full of motivation and stress. So it was semi-final for the cup. So it was really an important match for me. We have been defeated in this match 1-0. uh, and we have been asking the referee to revisit the offside cases, but uh, it, it it didn't happen, and we lost at the end. A- As you can see in the picture, players are very close to each other, where it is difficult for the referee to see the offline cases. So many players are on the same line. So it's difficult for the referee to see who is the one exceeding the line. So the offside problem was really difficult for the referee. It's really a problem that referees face to take accurate decisions. As we are now in the age of technology and artificial intelligence, we should use this artificial intelligence as a means to solve this problem. So I started to think about different ways to produce different prototypes um, uh, as an invention to help with solving this problem. I have participated in lots of competitions, but I haven't won any of these at this time. So this was in about 2017. I started to think about lots of technologies, and I have met and consulted lots of experts in the field. How can we solve this offside problem? And it was really difficult. They all agree that it's difficult to solve this problem. So I proposed my problem to the scientific Qatari club to find a solution. Um, and I started to program a prototype to help solve this problem. I started to discover at this moment the passion I have uh, in my love of technology. When I started joining university, I started to learn a lot of skills and in technology, and I started to discover my passion more about technology. So it depends mainly on some sims that are attached to the ball, where there is a case of offside. It will notify the referee automatically that there is an offside case, where he can take an accurate decision based on this. At the, at the same time, I started to collect lots of data from the players, from the ball, and, and used all these data to analyze performance of the players. And as you can see, so this is a screen where performance of all players is being displayed uh, uh, in terms of speed, uh, in terms of performance, so that they can decide when the player's performance goes down, he can replace it with another better performer of another colleague. So also the medical team can analyze the performance of the player, if he has been injured, how good he is doing in terms of playing. So it's really important to to analyze the performance in terms of medical performance of the player and speed performance, so that we learn from the data we have to take accurate decisions. If you see the one in red, he has been committing offside uh, mistake. So the notification has been sent to the referee, and then accurately the referee can decide that this is an offside with no hesitation. if you can see the player moving in different areas. So we have got 3D dimensions showing how the players are playing in terms of if they are injured, it will show up. Thanks very much to Allah. I have been awarded lots of awards like the Platinum Medal in Education Excellence Day, and the third best Arab inventor stars of science in Cycle 13, and the fifth best inventor in the world CIF 2021. At the very beginning, I asked you about the specialization of inventors, and most of you said it's engineering. When I started the invention, I was not at university at all. I was high school at this time. In my journey, as a football player, uh, I faced this offside problem. So, and I started to think about a solution to this problem before joining university. As you know, we've got 17 Sustainable Development Goals. I think the presentation is clear for everybody. Is there a problem? So these are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals that we should achieve by 2030. I'd like each one of you to select one of the 17 goals and write it in the chat. That a goal that you want to get it achieved at a personal level. So just write the number of goals that you are interested in achieving. Okay, so we've got number 4, quality of education. We've got number 3, good health and well-being. We've got number 7. So I can see many of you have agreed to are interested in goal number 4. Based on your goal that you have selected, I want you to select a specific problem related to your goal, related to the selected goal of the 17 ones that you have selected. Like a problem with good health, for example, would be appointments with problems with appointments at hospitals. I want you to specify one simple problem related to this assigned goal that you have selected. Just write it in the chat, please. So just select one simple problem to the goal that you have selected. Write it in the chat. Prevention of diabetes is a problem. Desertification is another problem. What other problems? Or retirement plans. Diabetes is a problem in Qatar. Problems with anemia. Oh, there's no justice in the world. uh, renewable energy and clean energy is something that we need to work on. We would like to pray for Palestine and Palestinian people to live in peace and justice. Uh, the lack of using Arabic in the some international schools, uh, motivation for students. Most of you have already selected a goal and have selected a simplified problem related to this goal, whether it is education, justice, uh, climate change. All these goals are related to sustainable development. How do I make sure that this problem already exists in the world? How how do I exist that how do I make sure that this problem exists? So scientific research is the only way to find out that this problem is a persistent existing problem through scientific research that proves it. Also, statistics would help you to find out about people who are diabetic patients through the statistics available online. Other ways is to do a questionnaire as a market research tool uh, to find out that the problem still exists, um, to elicit people's opinion about a specific problem. Is it an existing persistent problem in or not? Asking about the problem, its causes, and its possible solutions. Asking people. For the sake of time, we'll be avoiding this, talking about this step. Uh, so after we have shown that these problems already exist, now I'd like you to imagine how can we use artificial intelligence and technology as a solution to our existing problems. Uh, Diabetes, for example, is a big problem. There are some solutions. There are some solutions to this disease, but these are simple solutions. If you think of using artificial intelligence to help solve the diabetes in Qatar or worldwide, uh, this would be a great invention. So I would, one of your responses is to come up with an invention that will help balance the insulin in the body. Another invention for biological engineering. Oh, mashallah, you've got great ideas to solve this problem. Also, there's a solution that has been prompted about providing a machine to alert elderly people who are diabetic about their times of medication. This is really a very good one. Oh, there is another invention that would sense the earthquakes in different the districts before it happens. This will avoid the destructive impacts of earthquakes. Uh, yeah. So we can use the artificial intelligence tool with this problem. Uh, uh, it's really important to find out about the inventions. There's a spoon that will find out the calories in the food for diabetic people. I think the I think there are inventions now that will assess your diabetes level without an injection. Uh, Analysis of data to improve the quality of education could be another invention. A- Analyzing the data precisely and accurately will help us to solve the problems better and come up with suitable solutions. We need a machine or an invention that will help us find out why children cry. I think there are some tablets to help people not to eat much, to avoid eating a lot. Excess food is also a big problem in the Arab world. And there are also some Arab countries where there is lack of food. Uh, so we need to sanitize water. Uh, Sanitizing water inventions would be really helpful for people who do not have clean water. Uh, a sensor machine that would send the reports uh, uh, from home for diabetic people to the hospital. Are you specialized now at university, or most of you are still in first year? If you are specialized, please let me know in the chat what specialization are you. We've got pharmacy, law, education, early childhood, social sciences, Arabic, policies, accountancy, education, oh, uh, mathematics, accountancy, English language teaching, uh, chemistry. MashaAllah, you've got lots of specialization. None of them is really engineering. At the very beginning, I asked you what specialization should the inventor be, and most of you said inventions come out from engineers. But now, most of the specializations I can see in front of me, is related to other specialization, not engineering at all. So if most of you are not engineering and you came up with these creative ideas, so do we really need to be graduates of programming and engineering to be an inventor? The answer is no. Your ideas are really great, and most of them are using artificial intelligence. Uh, what I want to say is that the inventor has no specific specialization. Anybody in any field, uh, in any specialization, can come up with an invention based on any problem he or she faces. It just requires you to think critically about the problem, specify it, and try to find a solution in an inventive way. So the first step of an invention is to identify the problem. And we have done it through our listing of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, based on which you came up with some problems. Uh, so identifying the problems is the first step to come up with an invention. So the second step is to ensure that the problem exists, which we call the market research, whether it is an existing research or statistics, or doing collecting data through using questionnaires or interviews to elicit people's opinion, to make sure that the problem already exists and is persistent, not resolved yet. Is this problem only related to Qatar or the Arab world or worldwide? We need to find out. Beneficiaries who will benefit from your solution are really needed to be asked through data collections to make sure that the problem exists and to come up with proposed solutions. So most of you have used the artificial intelligence giving different solutions based on the use of artificial intelligence, and these solutions are totally different, which shows that everybody thinks differently and come up with an innovative solution to the same problem. So step one, identify the problem. Step two, make sure that the problem exists through market research. The third step is to come up or produce a prototype and try it and test it with a group of people. So if I'm developing an invention that would predict diabetes before people are infected with it, or before people get diabetes, I can come up with an invention that would tell me that these people are liable to be diabetic in the future throughout the data we're collecting, and this will help us to test my invention on 10 to 20 people to find that it is user friendly, convenient for everybody, and I can analyze the data and I can compare it with those results of the hospitals. So there might be some problems like inaccurate readings of the sensors in the machine that I invented. So whenever you're producing a prototype, I have already developed lots of prototypes until I reach one prototype that is seamless, has no problems. Uh, so you can produce many prototypes and you can come up with one that would solve the problem, making sure that it has no problems at all, technical issues, user friendly. And after that, we can conduct another questionnaire to some of the people. So if there are some diabetic people, I can elicit their views through a questionnaire, and I can ask them about the cost of the invention. The method is not user friendly. I can ask them about many items in the questionnaire uh, to elicit lots of issues related to convenience. Uh, and based on the results of this questionnaire, uh, based on the results of the questionnaire and based on the prototype that I produced, we will be developing this prototype. Like some of the questions are: would you buy this invention if it is offered in the market? Is the cost suitable to you? Is it user friendly? And then we can come up with the final prototype of this invention where it is effective. And if, for example, people are if the invention is in the form of a watch, some people might not prefer it. So we need to make sure that the invention is suitable and convenient for everybody in terms of use, of cost. Uh, so I started with the offside invention, and then later on I added many features for the offside invention. So it starts with one, and then it opens up lots of other features that you can develop and work on your prototype for other uses. Uh, at the end, we'll have an entire and complete equipment, an invention uh, in terms of convenient design, convenient cost, easy to use, and then we will move to a startup company in Doha. I don't think we have time to talk about the details of this during this session. So if you're gonna start a business, uh, you'll have to have a design partner. You have to have a marketing partner. You have got an engineering partner. You have got an analyst partner. So you've got lots of uh, key partners. So I can, these were in the past, but nowadays with the use of artificial intelligence, I can I can use artificial intelligence to come up with all the features that I want. So, for example, using Photoshop, design, engineering, technical issues, everything could be solved through the use of artificial intelligence. Uh, so, if I would like to use uh, Photoshop, I can just take a selfie of myself and start to produce. I'll start to use artificial intelligence to modify my selfie, asking them that I want to replace my Qatari uniform into a suit, change the background into a sea or any other background that I want. Uh, so you wouldn't be able to realize that this was a Photoshop where lots of modifications have been done. So you can use this for branding as well. You can use artificial intelligence for branding, like selecting a name, even for a website development. Now using artificial intelligence, you can use some websites where I ask them to for specific features for my company, and using artificial intelligence, they will do it, and they will save. This will save a lot of money and effort and hard work as well. The most difficult step for an invention that you have done today is that you identified the problem. You have ensured that this problem existed through market research, and then this will lead you to developing your startup. I'm sure that your creative ideas will produce lots of inventions. So I'd like to invite all of you to the Stars of Science program, where registration is now open. You can take part. In the Stars of Science, we will select the best 7 or 8 inventions, and will help them to have these inventions uh, converted into reality. Uh, so they will provide you with the scientific tools. They will help you with the prototype, with the design. Uh, they will also provide you with some experts to help you with your project and with your invention. So I would encourage all of you to take part into into the Stars of Science competition where you can submit. You can also email me. This is my email as shown on the screen. You can email me for any questions related to your inventions or Stars of Science, or if you've got an idea that you are developing, and inshallah I will be able to reply back to you. As I am the director of the Qatari Scientific Club, if you've got any idea, any invention, if you would like to participate in any international competition, I would just get in touch with me. We'll help you with all possible means to get this idea to light. Uh, uh, if you've got any creative idea, any invention that you would like to pursue and to take to the next step, please get in touch with me. I will be more than happy to help you with this. If you've got any questions, now the floor is open for questions. For the Stars of Science, as Hassan asked, the most important issue is that you have got a creative idea to a problem. And you should have like a clear idea of what is the problem and what inventions are you gonna produce. So you should be aware of all technical issues. I think you should have supported your inventions with research, previous research. We've got, if you've got any problems, you can just get in touch with the Stars of Science team. They can help you and guide you where you can assess the failure and success of your invention. There is nothing called failure. I have contributed to many competitions where before 2019, and I didn't win, but in 2019 or 19 onwards, I started to be awarded prizes. So we learn. Not being awarded doesn't mean that you are a failure. It's just learning from mistakes. If my invention didn't win, we have to identify the reason for not successful invention. So that's why collecting data. So it's really important that they collect data and ask people about their opinions to find out the reasons for any failure. Any other questions? If you've got any question, you can write it in the chat. Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Al-Qasabi, for this insightful session. And I'd like to thank all colleagues and students attendees. If you've got any question, you can open up the mic if you like, or you can write it in the chat. It's very important. It's a very quick means. So you can use your mic to open it up, or you can type it in the chat. What are the entities in Qatar that support me? If I've got so the Qatari Scientific Club would support you if you've got any idea that you want to convert your idea into an invention. We would be more than happy to help you. So if you go into Google and write the Qatari Scientific Club, and then you go into the website, and you can start to get in touch with us. And if I don't have any background, I think the Qatari Scientific Club can help you with providing you with the experts opinions on your idea. We've got the Technology and Science Oasis in Qatar Foundation to help you with this as well. If you can Google it, you will find how to register. And also, if you want to register with Science Stars, you can also Google it and you will find it. Thank you very much, our distinguished guest. And now it's time for Dr. Masoud Abdel Hadi to receive any questions from guests and from students and colleagues. If you would like to open up the mic and ask a question, you're more than welcome to do this. Bashir will ask a question. She can open up the mic now and talk. Also, okay, another student called Najla. Uh, she has a question. Please open up the mic and start asking your question. I think there's a problem opening up the mics. All mics are muted. So any one who is 7 years old or more uh, can join our Qatari Scientific Club. If you are speaking in Arabic, that's fine. If you're also speaking in English, that's fine with us. It's really important to take part into the Scientific Qatari Club. Does participants need to have a specific idea or an invention before joining the Qatari Scientific Club, or is there any training that can prepare children or university students? In our Qatari Scientific Club, we have got 3 departments. We got a department for children where we will give them a workshop training. So we offer workshops, we offer trainings. If you don't have any innovative idea, I would advise and recommend that they come and attend some of our training programs where creative ideas are generated. After that, you can present your creative idea where we can take it further for an invention. Qatari Scientific Club is open to everybody in Qatar. We have offered already a workshop for 100 participants about the basics of Python. Um, uh, so even if your specialization is not in programming or engineering, you can come and join us. So we're just offering basics workshop for non-major participants, and then once they pass this, we can take them over to another specialized training program. So if I register in the Qatar Scientific Club, can I take these training programs? Yes, if you follow up on our website, you can of course, it will give you all details of duration of the website, duration of the training program, when does it start, when does it end. If you would like to register, they will just help you to register based on first come first serve basis. This is really great. My last question. There is a great collaboration between the Qatari Scientific Club and schools. Is there something similar in terms of collaboration between the Qatari Scientific Club and universities in Qatar, including Qatar University, of course? Yes, as I mentioned, there are a lot of activities and trainings for different age groups. Each age group has its own training programs. For schools, we've got competitions and training programs. For university students, we've got partnership. Uh, uh, for example, national robot competitions for all university students. Uh, we've got also training programs in Python, uh, where we were targeting university students. We have We have also sent an email to engineering students at Qatar University, and we received lots of responses where we are in the process of training them. So there are a lot of competitions at the university level. If you follow up with us, I think you can register with us. And if you've got any questions related to the workshops, activities, competitions, training programs, related to inventions as well, you can just get in touch with me via emails or Instagram, as you can see on the screen. Engineer Mohammed Al-Qassabi, the director of robots and artificial intelligence in the Qatar Scientific Club, is a role model of an intelligent Qatari model, an entrepreneur for lots of inventions. I'd like to thank you very much for your insightful and fruitful session with our students at Qatar University. We are really pleased. We would like to thank you very much in the name of our committee, Student Engagement and Outreach Committee at Qatar University. We would like to thank you for your session. It's my pleasure. Thank you very much. Uh, thank you very much. Have a lovely day. By this, we end our session. We'll see you in future sessions, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.